My husband secretly used my vintage car collection to secure a staggering loan for his brother, so I faked an FBI investigation and left them drowning in debt. Trust is a remarkably fragile concept. You can share a home with a man for 7 years, split your living expenses 50-50, and still remain blissfully unaware that you are sleeping next to a calculated thief. I'm 32 years old, and my entire professional life revolves around grease, oil, and history. I am a master mechanic specializing in the restoration of high-end European vintage automobiles. While most people my age were attending college parties, I was working 12-hour shifts alongside my late grandfather in his legendary restoration garage. When my grandfather passed away about 4 years ago, he did not leave me a traditional inheritance. Instead, he left me the deed to his temperature-controlled warehouse and the absolute crown jewels of his life's work. 3 flawlessly restored, incredibly rare European sports cars from the late 1960s. Those vehicles are not just metal and paint. They are museum-quality masterpieces. According to my most recent insurance appraisal, the combined value of the 3 vehicles sits at exactly $1,800,000. My husband, Paul, never understood my attachment to them. Paul is a corporate accountant. He views everything in the world as a liquid asset waiting to be liquidated. But his true fatal flaw is his younger brother, Jason. Jason is 28 years old and fancies himself a brilliant tech visionary, despite the fact that every single startup he launches inevitably goes bankrupt within 8 months. Jason is a walking financial disaster. He burns through investor capital, leases cars he cannot afford, and constantly relies on Paul to bail him out of his staggering debts. About 5 months ago, Jason came over for dinner and pitched his newest, supposedly revolutionary software idea. He claimed he just needed a seed investment of $1 million to get it off the ground. He looked directly at me across the dining table and suggested that selling just one of my vintage cars could easily fund his entire operation. I looked him dead in the eyes and told him that under no circumstances would I ever sell my grandfather's legacy to fund a doomed software venture. Paul was furious. We argued for 3 straight days. He called me selfish, claiming that family should always come before old pieces of metal. I stood my ground, locked the conversation down, and assumed the boundary was respected. I was profoundly wrong. Click the link to hear the full story.